Everyone has a price, but for me, it's not a number. It never has been, and it never will be. But today, I'm going to share the only scenarios that would actually make me sell my silver. So let's break everything all down in today's video. Want to win 100 ounces of American Silver Eagles completely free? Well, JM Bullion is giving away 5 full tubes of 100 coins packed in a custom waterproof Pelican case. There is no purchase necessary, and the giveaway ends September 11th of this year. And if you want to get in on this opportunity, click the link in the description below to enter for your chance to win. And just to be clear, JM Bullion is not sponsoring this channel in any sort of way. This is me just wanting to pass this opportunity along to help you guys out. So don't miss out on this. Click the link in the description and enter for your chance to win 100 ounces of free silver. Hi everybody, and welcome back to yet another video. So in case you didn't know, I view silver and gold, for that matter, as a long-term type of investment. I understand that these carry a store of value. They are an insurance against inflation and against our fiat devaluation system that we currently have. And no matter the type of silver that you own, whether it's a bar, a round, coin, etc., they all serve the same purpose. And I view these to protect myself from the previously listed reasons, and I never intend to flip these for profit. However, there can come a time when you may need to sell, and it can be absolutely justified, but sometimes it just doesn't make sense. So let's start with the wrong reasons to sell. Now, these are going to be my opinions, and I don't think anyone listening should just blindly agree or think that I am correct for that matter. This is just what I believe to be true, and you're free to agree or disagree on this, but one reason I think that is a wrong reason to sell is going with an emotional decision. Like when the media hypes up something and everyone rushes in, or vice versa, when things are doom and gloom and everyone wants to abandon ship. Unfortunately, a lot of people, and a lot of the ones that are listening into this channel right now or in this video, are like that. And I would argue that most people that you know do some sort of a emotional knee-jerk reaction type of investment decision where they buy or sell just because it looks good or looks bad. And another reason is because you go in with the wrong intent. What I mean by this is, for example, you bought precious metals and you did so because you were convinced that it was the right move and to get out of the fiat system, but the price goes up for a little bit and you decide to exit because you can make some extra money. And if you went in to escape the fiat system, why would you then go back into it just because you made a little bit more money? Now, I'm not saying that the potential for growth is wrong and cashing out on profits is bad, but what I'm saying is the reasoning makes no sense. It's like quitting a job that you didn't like, but then you go back to that job later because they give you a little bit of a raise. You're just putting yourself back into the same issue you left in the first place. And again, I'm not shaming anyone for taking profits. In fact, I would argue if your intent was to flip and cash out and you did make a profit, then congrats. I'm actually genuinely happy that you did. I just want consistency in the entry and exit points to justify why you got in and out in the first place. You should be able to explain that specific part without contradicting yourself. So let's talk about the right reasons. Now, there's really only one, in my opinion, and there's a potential second one, but that we're going to get into that in a little bit. But the first and only real reason that you should ever sell is if you had to financially. If you ever had the unfortunate displeasure of needing cash right away due to some unforeseen event, then that is perfectly acceptable. If you even sell because you decided at some point that paying down your debt had priority, then sure, that'd be another good reason too. Basically, anytime you sell should be to pay for something that you couldn't do with the current financial backing or status that excludes what you have in precious metals. Now, this one kind of teeters the fence a bit, but I'm not the one who should tell you what to do with your money. And I know some people, and probably a lot of people, do get these items passed down to them when someone in their family passes away, unfortunately. And selling them because you want nothing to do with it, as wrong as I think that is, I don't think I possess any authority to categorize that as a right or wrong reason. Now, the stacker side of me thinks that it's wrong, but the reasonable side of me says that it's not my place. So, I won't consider this a right or wrong reason, but rather to make a point that it can be justified. But I would just hope that the person who does sell in situations like that is a little more educated on the reasons and purpose of why that they were acquired in the first place. Now, what about the never sellers? Those who refuse to ever part ways with what they have and intend to pass them down to their children or whoever they decide that to be. Now, I'm personally in that camp, and I am a never seller, or at least that's my intent. Now, full disclosure, I did end up selling before, but only for one of the right reasons that I mentioned earlier. I had some debt obligations that needed to be fulfilled right then and there, and that was my only external source that I could tap into. Now that I've gotten myself in a better situation and that I'm stacking again, I have no intention on selling. Because again, for the reasons I stated in the beginning of this video, I see these as a long-term strategy. And I hope I never have to sell again, but I can never say for certain, but I don't think I plan on that, at least, and not anytime soon. Now, unless the dollar stops being printed, then I'm going to keep these. And that's that second possibility I mentioned earlier that will probably likely never happen. So I think precious metals will be the thing to go for, in my opinion, as we lose more and more of the value in the dollar each and every single year. Well, with that being said, guys, what's your reasons that would actually make you sell your gold or silver? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.